Ever really wondered how, if you're using a computer that's shareable with other people, or you're sharing a computer with other people, have you ever wondered, how can I keep my work confidential such that if my colleagues or if my friends come to use the same computer, they cannot access my work? Welcome to video lesson 3, and in this video I'm going to show you how to solve that problem. See, oftentimes you're going to have to share, if you're not using a personal computer, like if you don't have your own laptop, if you're working in an office, you're going to have sometimes share your computer with your colleagues. And if you're a student, again, using a computer that's being used by other students, there are times you want to make sure that your work is confidential and it's not accessible by other students or other work colleagues. So how do you do that? I'm going to show you how you do that. Something that we call user accounts. Think of a bank. If you open a bank account with a given bank, let's say Equity Bank or KCB or whichever bank, normally you're not the only customer that has a bank account with that bank. There are other customers too. But each customer's bank account is private. Even though these customers are sharing the same bank, you're sharing the same bank with other people, they cannot access your account and you cannot access their account. The computer works the same way. You can share a computer, but create what you call user account and ensure that account has a password, meaning even if other people come to use that computer, they cannot access your account. So we call those ones user accounts. And today, I'm going to show you how to create user account so that you can keep your work confidential and private. So how do you create user account? First of all, there are 3 types of accounts. There's what you call administrator account. There's what you call standard account. And there's what, you can call it standard account, or you can call it limited account, depending on which Windows you're using. They used to call it limited account, but now they call it standard account with the current Windows. So we have standard account, then we have guest account. As you can tell, guest account is for any person who decides to use your computer. They use guest account, and normally the guest account you cannot put password. It's for guests. It's for anyone who decides to use your computer. Then for standard account is for anyone who want to use a computer and keep their work private and confidential, but they are not the owners of the computer. So they can create what we call standard account. Then we have administrator account. Administrator account is created by the person who owns that computer. And as administrator, that account gives them full access to any part of that computer. It gives them full access to change time, full access to install programs, and do other things. They have full control over the computer. For a standard account, there are certain things that you cannot do, but it helps you to keep your work private and confidential. So how do you create account? It's simple. To create an account, you need to go to computer settings. And as we learned in the first video lesson, you access computer settings by going to control panel. So let's go to control panel. You double click control panel. It opens, and here you are. So now on this window, you go to user accounts. Can you see user account? You just click user accounts. Here we are. And then you notice we have change account type, we have manage web, manage Windows credential, remove account, and all that. Let's see whether we can create a new account here. Let's go to change account type. Click change account type. Give it time. Now notice the current account is Eric PC, and I am the administrator of this system. That's why it's local account administrator password protected. And so this account has a password. I am the administrator, and so that's the information that you're looking at on the screen. But what if I want to be sharing my machine with someone else? and I don't want them to be able to access my account, but I still want them to use the machine. What are they supposed to do? They're supposed to create new account. So how do you create a new account? You come down here and you click add a new user in PC settings. You click add a new user, and it should get me to the computer settings where I can add a new user, and here we are. Now again, depending on the Windows that you have, if you're using Windows 8, it might look slightly different, but the procedure is more or less the same. So let's see what we have here. Sign in Microsoft account. Allow people who are not part of your family to sign in with their own account. This won't add them to your family. So let's say add someone else in this PC. So I use this one, I click add someone else in this PC. Let's see what happens. Right, we give it some time. We want to see whether it will allow us to do that. Something went wrong. Click cancel. Let's see, sign in options, change password, PC wakes up. Okay, we want to see whether we have the access to create a new account. Now what you notice with the Windows 10, it might be different. With the Windows 8 you can do that. With the Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 7, but Windows 10 might be slightly different. Let's see whether we'll be able to do that. So let's go to family and others. We're interested in creating a new account. Let's see, setup, assigned access. Let's see what this one will get us. You can restrict account. Okay, choose which account you'll have sent access. Choose which. Let's see what this one will give us. We are looking for an opportunity to create a new account. Choose an account. The only active account of this device is currently logged in. Okay, let's use this back arrow. Let's go back. Okay, let's click user accounts. We want to see whether we can create an account, and here we are. This is our current account, administrator, but we want to see whether we can add a new account. So I'll scroll up, and then we have here add an account. So click add an account. All right, choose account, Outlook. Okay, let me close that one. Now with the Windows we might not be able to do that. Let's see, let's close this one. Let's see whether this one will work. Add a work or school account. All right, add an account, email, calendar, contact. Okay, let's close this one. Let's use this one to go back, and let's see whether there is a different way. Change account type, remove account user, manage Windows. Let me click user accounts again. Yeah, I think we are now on the, see whether we are on the right track. We have make changes to your account. Change your account name. No, I want to retain the name. Change your account type. I want to retain the type as administrator. Manage another account. Let's click manage another account. All right, seems to be getting back here. Okay, sign access, add someone else. Just a moment, try again. Close this. Okay, sign in option, change password, change pin. All right, sign in Windows favorite photo. We are checking whether we have an option to add a new account. Now what you notice with the Windows 10, it will require you, seems like it will require you to connect to the internet to be able to do that. But let's see one more attempt. Change user account control settings. Let's click here and see what we get. All right, notify me only when apps to make changes. Okay, cancel that. Manage file encryption, create, reset, manage credentials, change. Okay, change account type, change your account name. All right, make changes on PC account settings. Let's see. All right. Great. Now, what you notice that with the Windows specifically, let's see. Great. So to notice the Windows, specifically Windows 10, for you to be able to create an account, you have to go online. But for Windows 7, I don't know much about Windows. I don't know much about Windows 8, but Windows 7 specifically, you are allowed to create a local account without having to connect to the internet. But from what we are seeing here is for you to be able to create an account, then you have to connect to the internet, especially if you're using Windows 10. If you're using Windows 8, you can try that with Windows 8. All you need to do in Windows 8 is just go to control panel, and most likely you're not going to see control panel here. For Windows 8, you'd have to move your mouse pointer on the right somewhere here, and you try to move it along here. That's Windows 8. You're going to see a bar pop up that gives you access to settings. Then you click settings, and then you go to user account, and then see whether you'll be able to create a user account. If you're using Windows 10 like what I'm using, then most likely you'll have to connect to the internet to be able to create that personal account. So there's a difference between Windows 10 and how Windows 10 works, and other types of previous versions of Windows. All right, with that said, I want to show you now one more thing. This, now that we are not able to create a local account, at least you've seen the steps and you've realized it's possible. It's just that you have to connect to the internet to the Windows 10 to be able to do that. Now, I want to show you how to transfer something. Let's say you have a file and you want to transfer that file from your computer. You want to put it in a flash disk and probably go and use it somewhere else. So how do you do that? I want to show you how to do that. Now, I want to plug in my computer. I'm going to plug in a flash disk. And flash disk can mean you're using a USB or a memory card. If your computer has a place for memory card, you can plug in your memory card, or you can plug in a flash disk. And I wanted to show you how to copy a file from your computer, probably put it in that flash disk, and transfer it to another computer in a different location. So I'm plugging in a flash disk. Just plug in a flash disk. Let's see, this computer will respond. Most computers will respond. We can see this response. I'll close that. Most computers are supposed to open the flash disk, and mine didn't open, so let's see whether we can access it. So how do you access a flash disk or a USB or a thumb drive, whichever name that you call it? You insert it, or you connect it to your computer USB port. Once you connect, how do you access it? You access it again by going to File Explorer, double click File Explorer. It will open. Let's click this one to expand. And notice it appears here. Is this called names? It's a memory card that I plugged into this computer, and now I can copy something here and put it in this memory card. And I'm assuming I can open this memory card. Sometimes memory card can be right protected. So let's see. When I close this one, this is also another way to access your flash drive, once flash disk, or your thumb drive. Once you connect to your computer, you can go to my PC or this PC. You double click it. It will open the major storage locations. You can see we have local disk C, which is the hard drive, and you have local disk D, which is where we store most of the work, and then we have this other external storage location here. So for me to store something here, I have to open it. Let's try. Let's see that I can open. You double click it. There you are. So here it is. I have opened it. Now I can save something here, and then I'm going to unplug it from my computer, and then I'll be able to carry that file with me. Okay, so how do you do it? First of all, once you plug into the computer, make sure you go to this PC, and then you can see it here. You double click. Once you double click, it will open. So the next thing is I need to go and copy what I wanted and come and paste it here. Remember the same technique that you used in the previous lesson? You copy something, you paste it. So let's say I want that file called Ajira. So when I close this one, let's say I want this file called Ajira. I want to put it in my flash so that I can go with it. Okay, I want to go and use it somewhere else. So you come and right click. First of all, you select it, and then you right click, and then you copy. You click copy. If you don't want to remove it completely from your computer, you click copy so that you retain the original one. And then I go to this PC or my computer, depending on which Windows you're using. Double click. It will open my main storage locations. I double click names, which is my flash or my memory card. Then once I get here, all I need to do is right click, and then I click paste. Now my memory card is write protected, meaning it does not allow me to put something here. But your flash is not write protected. If you're using a flash, it's not write protected. So once you click paste, it will be able to paste that work here. So if I were using a flash that is not write protected, then once I right click and then I click paste, it will be pasted here. Then I can carry it and I take it where I want. So assuming it has been pasted here, what do you do now? Are you sure you want to cancel the transfer? Let's say yes. So assuming it has been pasted here, what are you supposed to do now? You're supposed to close it. Once you close it, don't unplug the flash by just pulling it away. No, you're supposed to make sure you go to this PC, and then you come to the flash. I want to show you how to remove your flash safely from your computer. Most people will plug in the flash, they'll put what they want in that flash, then they just pull it out. If you do that, you could either to damage the flash, or you're going to have your file corrupted. And corrupted, what that means is they will be saved in a way that you might not be able to open them. Okay, so once you copy what you want, you go to this PC, you come here, you right click, and then you click eject. Once you click eject, you're telling the computer to now release your flash drive so that you can pull it from your computer. So you click eject, then you give it time. You get this message telling you save to remove your hardware. That means now I can plug out my memory card or my flash. You also notice it has been released from the computer and you can no longer see it here. So I can now pull it out, and now I can safely transfer my work to where I want to transfer it to. So that is how you can transfer your work from a computer. You put it in a flash drive, and then you go and use it somewhere else. Let me plug it in once again. And this time around, I want to show you how to copy something from that flash drive and then place it in my computer. Let's say in this flash drive, there's very important information that I want to put in this computer and use it. Once you plug it in, the computer will respond, and you can see it here. If this PC is closed, If that window is closed, all you need to do is come to my computer or this PC, you double click and you'll be able to see it. Or alternative, you can come to File Explorer, you double click, it will open the different storage locations in your computer. If that happens, come and click this PC, click it twice, it will open this location. There are two ways you can go about it. So once you get here, let's open my flash. I double click, I've opened the flash. I want to pick something that I've kept in this flash that I need to use somewhere else. Let's say in this flash I copied some music from a friend of mine, and now I want to transfer the music from his flash, which he or she has given me, and I want to transfer that music into my computer so that I can listen to it later on. So let's say the music is here in this folder called music. So I click the folder. I want to transfer the whole folder. I want to copy the whole folder with all its music. So I click the folder and then I right click it, then I click copy, and now I want to copy it on my music here. So I double click music opens, I right click and then I click paste, and that music is now here. So I have copied. Notice we didn't transfer. When you transfer, it's going to remove the folder completely from there, but I don't want to remove it completely since it's someone else's music. I just wanted to have a copy. So I double click my music and then you can see the music that is inside. So now I have transferred that folder, it's in my computer. Now I can close this one, and now I need to go back there to eject my flash drive. So I double click File Explorer and then I double click this PC or my computer, depending on the program that you're using. Some programs or some windows will be indicating here my computer instead of this PC. Especially if you're using Windows 7, you're going to see my computer. Yes, so double click this PC, then here I am. This is the safest way to remove a flash from your computer or memory card without destroying some of the files. You right click and then you click eject, and then you give it time. The computer will tell you when it has ejected the flash, and then now you can remove the flash. So now that I've been told it's safe to remove, notice this message, safe to remove hardware, I can now pull out my hardware, and now I have copied the music that I wanted. If I go to my music, the music is here. So that is how you can get some files or some music or some information or some documents from someone else, put them in the flash. I've shown you how to put it in a flash, and then you go and copy them in another computer that you want to use later on. And now you should be able to do that very easily. So you can always transfer something in a flash. You can always copy something from a computer, you put in a flash, go and plug that flash in another computer, copy what is in that flash, you put it in that other computer for later use. Now, those skills are very important because they will enable you to be able to transfer your work from one computer to another, or get a work from another computer and you transfer it into your computer. So what I want you to do in this lesson is I want you to go and borrow a flash. Okay, go and borrow a flash from your friend, or if you have one, or a memory card with a memory card adapter, and you can plug in your memory card on your computer. Most desktops do not have a place to plug in a memory card, but most laptops have. If you're using a desktop computer, then you might need to go and borrow a flash from a friend of yours. Come and plug into the computer. Then you go to this PC, you go to Windows Explorer like we have done, you double click Windows Explorer, go to this PC, you'll be able to see the flash here. Double click the flash to open, then copy something from your computer, put it in that flash, then go to another computer, plug it in, open it, and then copy what you copied in that flash. Open the flash, copy what you copied in that flash from the other computer and paste it in that other computer. That's how you'll have been able to transfer a file from your computer into another computer. Okay. Learning how to do file transfer, it's very, very important. It's something that you're going to be using every now and then. Whether you're a student or whether you work in the office, you're gonna need to transfer files from one computer to another, and that is how you do it. So I want you to develop those skills, really get good at that. It's very, very important. It's a skill that you're going to need to use every now and then. So practice, really get good at computer settings, which you did in the first video lesson. Get good at file management, which we have done the previous lesson, and now how to transfer a file using a flash from one computer to another. Really practice that. Those are very basic, but they are very, very important. You're gonna need to use them every now and then. Really get good at that, and then in the next video lesson you're gonna be diving into a whole new package, that is Microsoft Word package. We're really now going to be getting down to typing and creating document. Until then, practice, and as I'll show you in the next lesson, next video lesson, as we dive into a whole new package, Microsoft Word. Get good at what you've done, and I'll see you in the next video lesson.